Hi, my fellow photographers, or maybe hopeful photographers, because maybe that's why you're here today. You're probably wondering, should I start a photography business? So today I want to talk about the essentials of starting a photography business, and let's get into it. And before we do, again, I am Keita of Keita Explore Photography, and here on my channel, I talk about all things photography. So if you are interested in photography and learning more about it, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It is free for you to do so. And hit the notification bell so you know when videos come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Now let's get into today's video. First thing I definitely want you to look at and consider before you even think about starting a business, which I really hope you've already done that because maybe that's why you're here. But I want you to make sure you perfect your craft. No, you're never going to be 100% perfect at anything you do, especially photography. And plus, everyone has different styles and tastes when it comes to art and photography. So I want you to make sure you perfect your craft. Don't just be going out doing a little photo shoot, like you're on family vacation, you just snap some photos. That does not make you a photographer. You're looking at different styles and composing and colors. You're looking at all of it. You can see all of it in the photo, and you have been working on your craft. Working on your craft means if you're trying to do portraits or events and working with people, maybe you've offered your services for free to get models to help you out, or maybe you're an apprentice or an intern, or you're a second shooter for someone to help build your portfolio and build your skills. Or maybe you're taking classes at your local art school, or like here in Atlanta, the Atlanta School of Photography. And most importantly, maybe you're just picking up your camera and going around and shooting whatever you can, whenever you can, to help perfect your craft. That is the first thing you need to do before you even think about starting your photography business. So after you've perfected your craft, you've been practicing, you've been learning, you've been getting your technique down, you definitely need to narrow down your niche. I know you hear that a lot, especially if you're a YouTuber, your niche. You cannot be all over the place when you do photography, because who are you advertising to? You need to know who you're talking to when you're looking for clients, when you're looking for business for photography. You should not be doing street photography, travel photography, event photography, weddings, blah, 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 etc., etc. You need to focus yourself so you know who you are reaching when you're going to look for clients. So you need to have your craft perfected and your niche. And now we can talk about getting into the business side of things. Now, next up, I hope if you've been practicing with the gear that you're going to use for your actual photography business. What that means is you don't have to go break the bank. You don't have to go and buy all of this photography equipment because it can get expensive. But you need the necessities in order to make it. And you may want to learn or research a place where you may have to rent things from time to time if necessary. So with gear, you need to have a camera body. Make sure you have a great camera body that you can use. You know how to go through the different functions, change the aperture, change the shutter speed, all of that. You know how to work the ins and out of the camera. You need a good lens. So depending on what you're doing, you may want a telephoto lens, you may want a prime lens, you may want a zoom lens. In different types of millimeters come with those lenses. But you need at least one lens to go on your full body camera that you can work and you can use and takes crisp photos for you. And then you may want to consider getting a flash to put on your camera, because maybe you're doing things in low lighting settings and not being outside. You need additional light. A flash will help with that. But there's a lot of other tools you can get with photography, but you definitely need to start with the basics and the basics of what you're going to use to sell to your clients your services. Now, of course, you also have to have editing tools. So that means you need to have software on your computer like Adobe Lightroom or Adobe Photoshop, so you can go in and actually edit photos after the fact. Obviously, it's very important to get the photos right in camera, making sure you have the right lighting and everything is positioned properly before you take the photo. But yes, there are times you may want to crop a photo, or maybe the client is like, I don't want that in the background. Or maybe you see later that there's a piece of trash or a garbage can behind your subject. You don't want that there. That's when editing tools come in handy. And also you may just want to lighten up the photo or darken it or play around with the colors and do a lot of more creative things in the system. An editing tool is important. Definitely something you have to have and consider in your budgeting for when you start your photography business. Now you've perfected your craft, you decided on your niche, you have your camera equipment and your editing tools. Now what else do you need? A portfolio, of course. A portfolio is a great way to show to your clients your work that you have done previously, even if it was a personal project, because then they know, oh, this person will be the best person to hire for my job, or this person has great photos that I can purchase to print out and give to one as a gift on a canvas or something like that. So you need to have a portfolio to showcase exactly what skills you have in photography so the client knows who they're booking. A portfolio should be online, so you can get a website like Wix or Squarespace. You can have social media, or you can have both to kind of showcase your photography skills. So also, for another tool that you need to have before you even start booking clients is a way to store your photos personally. You need to be able to back up your photos from your memory cards on your computer, external hard drive, a cloud, or just multiple options, because you don't want things to fail. So you want to make sure you have the proper storage to store your photos for your clients and for your personal projects. Now, if you really want to go into the business side of things, you need to look at your locality's laws. You need to register your business, and you can look into different types of registrations. And we'll talk about this in a different video because that's a whole different discussion in itself. But you cannot just be out here doing a full-fledged business. You need to have a registration for your business because you need to separate your business from your personal life for liability reasons, for money reasons, all types of things. Like I said, that's a whole different discussion. But you should register your business. You don't have to do it right away, but you need to look into what you need, how you're going to register your business, and what works best for you. But like I said, we'll talk about it more in a different video. Okay, so now you're finally together. You got everything you need. You still need a tool to book your clients. Obviously, you can do it manual, but when it's manual, you will forget something at some point. Trust me. Okay? You want to try to automate things as much as possible, but you need a tool to book clients so it can block your calendar. You need a tool to be able to invoice your clients. You need a tool to be able to send photos to your clients. You need all of that in order to have a successful and transparent and smooth business with your clients, a smooth interaction with your clients. You need some type of tool and system in place. You want to have that system in place and test it out before you have your first real client, okay? So those are the essential items you need to get started with your business. There's a lot of upfront costs. You know, the camera is already going to cost you, or a decent camera is going to cost you possibly thousands of dollars. Lens can cost you hundreds of dollars. Tools and portfolios and all of that is going to cost you money. And some of this is recurring money, like for your website, if you have one for your portfolio, it's going to be recurring payments. And those things are what you're going to have to remember and consider for your business as you start operating. So again, a quick rundown. What are the essentials to starting a photography business? You need to perfect your craft. You need to narrow your niche in photography. You need to have the proper camera gear for whatever photography you're doing and the right editing tools. You need a place to store your photography work. You need to register your business. You need to have a portfolio stored somewhere so you can share it with potential clients. And you need to have a client tool, a tool to help interact with clients. So those are very important things to have in order to start a photography business. So if you have any questions about these tools and these essential items you should have, make sure you leave them down below in the comment box. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so and helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Please make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and social media networks, because you never know who may be considering starting their own photography business. And if you would like to support my photography business more, you can purchase a print for yourself, for a friend, or whoever to help decorate your or their space at home or at work. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.